Welcome back to Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler, and we are beginning today a new campaign playing as Turkey in the Battle for the Bosporus DLC. This is actually, peek behind the curtains, my second attempt at this particular game because I did not know one of the mechanics, and that will lead to a more interesting campaign, I think, for you. So that is good for you to have here. Let's go over the goals of the campaign here real quick. The goals of the campaign are one major goal, which is my new favorite achievement in all of Paradox Gaming, not just Hearts of Iron 4, but my new favorite achievement in all of Paradox Gaming. I must at least try for it, and that is I captured the Bosporus, and all I got was this lousy achievement. When I go to places, tourist traps, I oftentimes will at least look at, if not buy, the I visited such and such a place, and all I got was this lousy t-shirts. And so I love this achievement. I love the inspiration. I love that the achievement picture is a t-shirt. I love everything about this. I had to go for this when I saw that. So that is what we are trying to do, and we're going to play this as Turkey. So that means we're going to try to subjugate both Greece and Bulgaria here. And then, I mean, if we can get this one, fantastic, but I don't think it's going to happen. And then we're going to go for nobody's business but the Turks, restore the Ottoman Sultanate, which means that I have to have completed the focus, return of the Sultan. So that is the goal of this campaign. So let's talk about Turkey and some of the stuff that I have seen from the DLC thus far. First off, we have granted, I don't have a ton of experience in Hearts of Iron 4, but this feels like a very tall achievement tree. Not a very wide one, a very tall one. You have to do things in a certain order. You can't pick and choose the order very well. Not ideal for me. What we're going to be doing is going for this one right here, Return of the Sultan. And then after that, you can see that we get a conquer focus against the Kingdom of Greece, and I think that we also, here we go. We can demand the subjugation of Bulgaria. So that's the basic strategy, is to try and get down over here. The way you get over here is obviously you have to have this one done, kind of. What I discovered is that over here, this is the democracy path, and you're really forced into the democracy path over here. But on this election day, there is an election. You have to choose the opposition, at which point you will be starting down a civil war path. So we will be engaging in a civil war, and that could end the campaign. If that ends the campaign, I will probably restart, and you will still be seeing this video. But if I can get the Sultan and then fail in a war against Bulgaria and Greece, we will move on to another campaign. So that's probably where we're headed. So we're going to head down the left half here. You can do this one and this one together, but going over here, you have to have Ismet, whatever his name is, and so I don't think I can go down here, which is where the fascist and the communist stuff is there. So we're going to head down here, and then we head over here and complete all this. One thing about this focus tree, I wanted to mention this too. Over here is a bunch of military focuses. You have down here, remove national spirit, disorganized armed forces. Let's see what that actually does. So yeah, that's pretty big stuff. So you want to get that. In order to get that, you have to complete all of the focuses in the military side, which seems a lot. So you have to get all of the military focuses here, and then you go down one of these many winding paths, which there's a lot to these. Like over here, you get war goals against France and Italy and stuff like that. So there's a lot to things, especially in the middle one. Here, where you're going kind of aggressive. That is another way By the way, to get this, you wouldn't become the Ottomans, but another way to get the Battle for the Bosphorus one, you can get Romania war goals and things like that. And you get all the way down here, and you get claims on a lot of interesting places. Heading down toward Egypt and stuff like that. But look at this: an annex war goal against Tenutuva. Right, lots of war goals. Finland, Estonia, just crazy war goals. Soviet Union. So if you go down that middle path, Turkey can become at least get war goals to challenge the world. There is an achievement which we're not going to go for that would probably be best with this bit, where you have to own the capitals of, I think it's France, Britain, Italy, and Russia. You would need to do the middle there. And then I don't know what the east is for. I guess diplomatic stuff? Yeah. But we're going to try and head down there. Now, one thing about this focus tree is that, obviously we're a minor nation. So you only start with 3 research slots to begin with. And there aren't very many options to get a research slot. The research slot is way down here. So probably, even if I rushed it, man, you're looking at, into the 40s before you can get down here. There's nothing up here. There should be, in my opinion, there should be a research slot somewhere up here. Be really good in this like middle ground here, just to get that 4th research slot, and then if you get all the way to the bottom, get the 5th. But all the way down there. So Turkey is going to be stuck at 3 research slots for a long time. So in reality, I'm probably going to ignore the Air Force and or the Navy to try and balance that out, so that what I do well. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's scary, because each of these paths, the middle path here, which has a lot, but feels like each of these 3 is alone, have they each have 1, but yeah, not a lot there. And then this right one, this is mutually exclusive, so you only get the 1. Not a lot. Not a lot, and it's very, very late. So that's one criticism I would have of this tree. Otherwise, it's relatively interesting, for sure. There's a lot of very interesting things with Turkey that we'll get into as we move along, that I got to even in just a little bit of playtime, where a lot of diplomatic stuff going on. The other thing about Turkey is you start with these factions that are causing problems, and particularly the Kurdish rebels. So every little bit you'll get this new Kurdish state management, and you have 79 days to make it a core of Turkey, and if you fail, then then it has a chance. In this case, 80% chance to increase their intensity, 20% chance that they lower it. I found that they were increasing it most of the time. And then obviously you have this one, which has a lot more chance that they will cooperate. I never actually saw that one go. I guess I'd have to initiate that one. This one just initiates on its own. You can see there's the normal stuff here. There's also prospecting for some resources, so some good stuff happening with that once you get the industry going. The way that you do the Kurds on the left side is you need to hit this one, permit regional elections. The traditionalists collectively cease their opposition, and they integrate the Kurdish state. I'm getting told, though, by Reddit, that once I select the opposition, this whole focus change, this one here will change up, so that might be a little bit different, and I may have to pacify them in a more aggressive manner. But that is the thing. The other thing about Turkey is debt council here. So there will be things about this that you have to get rid of the debt council. So we'll be working on that as well. And then we have this stuff that hopefully sectarian woes will go away once we have the Civil War to fight it out. But yeah, that is all of that stuff. I've put my armies in place. You have a demilitarized zone here. We're going to fix that on the first focus. You have a demilitarized zone. You have a lot of stuff there. I am researching the standard beginning stuff, and then I'm going to stay with industry for quite some time. I do not need to trade yet. I've made it that way. I've got up to 15 factories. I probably won't be able to use all those, but I know because I've played before that we actually will be seeing some improvement there. I don't actually know where I'll rebel. I'm assuming the Kurds will rebel over here. I stopped building a plane and started putting all my factories into infantry equipment. I also have adjusted some of these troops for stuff, so we are behind, but we'll catch up on that front. I'm not going to deploy anything yet because I am behind on the stuff, and we are low on manpower as well, and the resistance over here will drain your manpower for you. You don't have to worry about that. So we're going to start with this particular one here, and this is going to work on remilitarizing the Bosporus Strait, and the Soviet Union will not like it. But they can suck it up. Let's go ahead and get some generals going, and I'm going to go ahead and unpause it so that we move forward. Oh, come on now, no. Come on. Alright, so we have only the one field marshal. We have a lot of potential commanders. A lot of them have this Kemalist champion. Yeah, I don't know what that does for me. The hill fighter I'm going to give to the... going to give to the one that's... oh, come on. Give to the one that's actually playing on the mountains and going to stay over there. Although that one's a mountaineer. So no, you go there. Which one had the mountaineer? I don't know. That one. And then infantry leader, infantry officer sounds good to me. We don't have enough command power to do anything with that quite yet, but we'll make that happen. So that's essentially what we're doing. We're going to go down that left one until we can't go any further. Then we're going to go to the military side of things and work on that. Now you have a lot of political power as Turkey, a chance to get a lot of political power. There's good advisors that give you political power. One of whom could become your ruler. I found out the hard way. So yeah, Saleh Bier here. I actually spent 105 political power to bring him in, and he winds up potentially being one of your options to replace this guy when he suffers some health problems. So you can see that this is coming down. There's not going to be anything that we can do, obviously, to stop that. And yeah, let's take a look at the resistance in the occupied territories. It's substantial, right? This got up to near 60 by 1938 when I was playing last. So, you know, this is substantial stuff over here. And obviously, you're using up a lot of infantry equipment as well. So you're going to want to build that up. if at all possible, you're going to want to build that up. So, I think that will be... Here we go. The remilitarization... Oh, wow. That's fast. Germany went first for the remilitarization of the Rhineland. Now we await for the Soviet response. Until then, we're going to fully integrate the bank. Or the IS Bank, which will change trade law to free trade. Speeds up research, which is kind of important when you only have three stuff. Now this is what you get here. The Soviet Union will oppose you. You can do this, and you gain the right to regulate all naval traffic, but probably the Soviet Union pushes the matter, it will lead to war, so probably you're looking at war against the Soviet Union with no one to defend you. So I took the compromise, and I think that's the right choice. And we get to remilitarize the area, and the Soviet Union does not care. So that's good. And again, I don't know what would be here. What is this? This is mountains? Yeah. So for now, if we're going to be at peace with the Soviets, let's move our armies over here. We'll leave the Soviets undefended, the Soviet flank undefended. Just because this is the area I'm expecting to rebel, so I don't want to have my troops hanging out over there. And it's only March and Ethiopia has capitulated. That's... Things are moving fast in this one. This is not historical, as I normally like to do. And in my last one, there was nothing going on, so you don't really want to ever see those videos. They're deleted now, because I didn't get my goal. I didn't even have a chance to get my goal. But yeah, you don't really want to see those videos. Because, yeah. We'll put you guys there, and I'm gonna just put some of the troops over here. And we're gonna delete that so that you go that way. Alright, so we have the national focus has gone to here. We have completed that. And that actually, we have to get ratify the 6 arrows, so we're going to do that one. And yeah, so we can do that. This unlocks law number 3,115 decisions, which were interesting decisions. Gives me a lot of political power. We already have this. Oh, I didn't spend political power on him. Nice. So there was another one then that gave me some political power gain. Here it is. So yeah, you've got political power gain quite a bit there, right? So good stuff. And we can get the infrastructure, get the infrastructure guy, we can get land forts, or we can get consumer good factories minus 5%, which is what I went with last time, and I still think that is the best option of that. But let's take a look. There was someone over here that I got. Yeah, division recovery rate. Just to get my divisions back up to speed that little bit quicker. Now, because we've switched to free trade, we are now losing steel. So we're just going to go over here to the Soviets, and I'm going to only do that. And I'm going to now recognize that actually the only thing I'm not producing is convoys. And actually still producing ever so slightly. I don't need convoys as Turkey, at least not currently, so I'm not overly concerned about that. And the basic machine tools are done. So I decided to go dispersed last time. I think that's still going to be the right choice, especially if we're not going to be doing air support, being able to provide a little bit more bomb vulnerability buff there. But it's worth noting that, it's less factory output, which you are going to have, fewer factories in things here. The Second London Treaty has been signed. Okay. Kingdom of Greece has stayed Kingdom of Greece. The last time it went to just Greece. So I wonder if they've changed the national focus that they tend to go toward. Their focus tree, of course, also has changed, created by the same person who did the Turkish tree. So you can take a look at that. It's a lot wider. I prefer that, honestly. Because the Turkish tree, I mean, it's big. Don't get me wrong, it's big, but it's because it's so tall and a lot of decisions in it, most of these are going to be gone. So I don't know how much effectively it is bigger or not. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. How are we doing on our... yeah, so we're down to there. So we're gonna increase as soon as we have finished making all of our units a little bit better. And yeah, so we're not going to do these guys, I don't think. New research slot, and we could do excavation 1. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Well, no, wait, let's get the oil. Yeah, no, we'll do this. Get that one. Excavation 1 done quickly. And then we'll move on from there. But I hope that you're excited for a new series that hopefully will be a little bit more successful and a little bit more cheery taco bowler than what you will soon see in the U.S. There's a lot of ups and downs in the rest of the U.S. one so far that I have recorded ahead of this DLC being released. Okay, so I don't need to... I'm not going to worry about that. Let's get the new national focus. So we can get this one. That is just a non-aggressive pact. This one allows us to use our political power to empower our burgeoning industrial class to invest their resources into building civilian factories and military factories. So that allows us to build factories with political power. I like that. But this is a change in democracy and a change in game-based ability. Going down this path really forces you in the direction of really focuses you in the direction of democracy. But I think that I'm not worried about our stability at this moment, so I'm going to go ahead and get this one as quick as I can. So we're going to move in that direction. We have 105 political power. I think that's actually enough. It is. So we can now get some of these. And so this is the question of that. I still think that doing consumer goods factories minus 5% is the way to go. The Spanish Civil War has begun. Of course, being a non-aligned, I don't believe that we get to send any volunteers. We do not. World tension is at 3%. It was actually at nearing 0 in 1938. It was a very interesting game, but let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and call this episode here. I hope you've enjoyed this start. We're getting into a good position, and of course we're going to have a civil war, so that's always interesting. But I hope you enjoy. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Let me know that you're excited for another run here in Hearts of Iron 4, and I will see you next time.